Hi everyone, this is Neha, Bhalla, regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and our today's video is about visitor visa application. So basically we are going to talk about the key, the secret to getting a visitor visa approval. So first of all, what does a visa officer who is working on your application, what is he exactly looking for in your visitor visa application? So, first of all, remember that visitor visa, as the name suggests, visitor visa is for visit only and not for study and not for work. So, the first thing that the visa officer is looking for in your visitor visa application is the purpose of your visit. So that is the main important thing that the visa officer looks at. That is the purpose of your visit. Why are you visiting to Canada? Why do you want to come to Canada? And another important thing is who is inviting you to visit Canada. So is there any close family members living in Canada who is inviting you? Do you have a spouse who is working in Canada or who is on study in Canada who is inviting you? So the visa, for the visitor visa, the officer looks into that who is basically inviting you to visit Canada and why they're inviting you. Maybe to spend time with you, maybe they want to spend some holidays with you. So it is very important to show this invitation letter. Invitation letter is very important in your visitor visa application. It should cover all important things like why they're inviting you, when are you going to come, for how long you're going to come, where you're going to stay, about your expenses and everything. It's a very important letter. Okay, so the next thing is the time period. So you have to show to the visa officer that for how long you want to visit Canada. For 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or you want to visit for like 2 months, 3 months. So showing the duration, the time period for which you want to visit Canada is an important factor in your visitor visa approval. So you should basically be satisfying the visa officer that you are coming only for a few days only, and then you will eventually leave Canada and go back to your home country. Because showing a shorter duration for visit actually shows the visa officer that yes, you have responsibilities back home. Maybe you are having a job back home or a business running, so you have to go and attend to those important things back home. So if you are showing that you're coming for a long duration, like you're going to visit Canada for 4 months or 5 months, then the visa officer will eventually think that okay, that the person has no responsibilities back home, that he's staying here for 5 months, 6 months, and he has no job over there, he has no business over there, he has no family members to look after. So the visa officer then thinks that the person has no responsibility, and it might be possible that the person may will stay longer in Canada and will not leave Canada. Apart from this, it is also important to show who is going to pay for this visit. Like the person who is going to visit Canada, he himself is going to pay for his trip, or the person who is inviting him is going to pay the expenses for that person's trip. So this is very important because you have to show the proof of funds according to that situation. Suppose the person who is visiting Canada, he himself is gonna pay for his trip, so he has to show the proof of funds that he has sufficient funds to cover his air tickets, to go Canada, to come back, and he has sufficient funds to stay in Canada. And in a situation where the person who is inviting the another person to Canada, if that person is bearing the expenses, then he has to show his status, like why he is inviting another person to visit him to Canada. So what is his status in Canada? Is he on study permit? Is he on work permit? Or he himself is on tourist visa? Or maybe a PR of Canada, or maybe a citizenship, where he's a citizenship holder. So he has to prove his status, he has to provide documents to prove his status in Canada, and then he also has to show the proof of funds, that he has sufficient funds to bear the expenses of the person he is inviting to Canada. So apart from the expenses part, it is also important to show the proof of relationship between those persons, like the person who is inviting, the person who is visiting Canada. It's important to show the relationship proof between them. Also, an important part of the invitation letter is to show that a plan, basically an itinerary, basically how you want to spend those 2 to 3 weeks when you are in Canada. So always give them an itinerary, give them a plan that yes, you are going to visit so and so places, and you are going to stay with that person maybe who is inviting you, or you're going to stay at a hotel. So whatever the situation is, you have to explain it. You have to give your plan of stay to the visa officer. Then another important, the most important factor that the visa officer looks for in your application is your ties to your home country. So you want to make sure that you will go back to your home country. You have enough ties in your home country that you will go back and not remain in Canada. So you have to prove this, that you have ties to your home country. How can you prove that? You can show your family members back who are staying back home. You can show about them living at same addresses. You have responsibility for those family members. You can show about your job, your business, an important letter from HR, that is the leave letter, the leave authorized letter, that yes, you have got the leaves approved from the HR, from your office for these particular days you are going to visit Canada. So this is also basically makes your application stronger. Apart from that, you can show your like fixed deposits, your investments in your country, your shares you have in which you have invested in your home country. And if you're running a business, you can show the ownership documents of that business, and also the business documents like business registration certificate you can show. And if you are like going to visit your kids who are just done with their university degrees, so there is a convocation ceremony. So if you get that convocation ceremony invitation letter and you put that letter in your visitor visa, so that also makes your application stronger. That's a very important letter if you're going for the convocation ceremony of your child. So there are some illegal consultants, not some, many illegal consultants who are operating in India. And what they do is that they guide you, they suggest you, okay, we'll show your fake job, we'll show your fake business, that will make your application stronger and you will get the visitor visa approval. So please, I would advise, stay away from such consultants. Never give your fake documents, never give your fake bank statements. Visa officers have actually called banks, have actually verified those things. So if such is the case, you will be like banned for misrepresentation, and you will be banned from Canada for 5 years. So always consult the legal consultant, and don't ever give fake documents. And also, if you have a US travel visa, then this visa itself makes your application stronger. So if you have US visa, so there are higher chances that your Canadian visa will get approved. And the last important thing is travel history. So if you have a good travel history, like you have been to other countries for travel, you have been to like Mauritius, Malaysia, UK, Singapore, any like places, you have visited them and you have left those countries within your stipulated duration. So visa officer gets convinced, yes, this person has a travel history, he likes to travel, he has traveled other places also, and he has never succeeded his time duration in those countries and went back to his home countries. So visa officer gets convinced that yes, the person is coming genuinely to visit and will leave Canada on time. So this makes your case very strong. So guys, if my video has helped you in any way, do subscribe to our channel, do like our video, and do share it with your friends and relatives. And if you want to retain our immigration consultancy services or get your visitor visa application done through us, so do contact us at the below number. We will be happy to help.